Hey everybody, I'm here with Teresa. Teresa started seeing me just about 2-3 weeks ago, and you can see that she has this tremor in her head. And Teresa's gonna tell us a little bit about where this tremor came from, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about what we're doing for her to help the tremor. So, how long ago did that start?
Probably about 10 years ago.
And was there an incident that triggered that?
Yes.
And what happened?
I slipped on ice and I caught myself on the hood of my car and it jammed up into my shoulder, into my neck.
How long after you fell did the tremor start?
I started noticing it slightly and then like probably within months. Probably after that, it was just kept getting more and more and more and more.
And you didn't really know where you're like, what is this thing? Where's it coming from? And you went and you saw a neurologist, and the neurologist diagnosed you with what?
The first neurologist said it was familial tremors.
Mm-hmm. Which just means that tremors run in her family. Who has had the tremors in your family?
My mother and my sister.
And did they have any incident that brought those about that you know of?
Not that I know of.
Okay, so maybe we ask them. Right? When Teresa came to see me, this was one of those, I don't know what else to do moments, right? And so she's here, and to me, it's just far too coincidental that she had a fall that jammed her shoulder up into her neck where all of the nerves are up here. And then this, so even though this is called familial tremors, it doesn't necessarily mean that this has to be her destiny. So we had this physical incident. She definitely has a whiplash injury in her neck, which is putting extra stress on her nerves. And anytime we do that, it actually dampens the signaling in the body. Since we've started, I know you said you were having a lot of extra tremors this past weekend.
Right.
But overall, you started to notice.
I've noticed improvement. Yeah.
So tell me about your hand tremors.
I started having hand tremors at work when I was writing, and that's when I decided to come see Dr. Paula.
And since we've been adjusting?
Since we've been adjusting for 3 weeks, I have not noticed any hand tremors or foot tremors.
Oh my gosh, isn't that exciting? It's amazing.
All
right. I wanted to do this video so we could see initially what her tremors were like, because then the day she comes in and they're gone is gonna be like a absolutely glorious party. So a big absolute party for sure. And then we're gonna see how she does from here. So, all right. Before every adjustment, I palpate the spine, checking for tenderness or motion restriction or even muscle spasm. Teresa's area of adjustment is at the very top bone in her spine called the atlas or C1. I set up on the exact bone that I want to move, and the move is quick and very specific, so we can make sure we make as big of an impact on her nervous system as possible and open up the lines of communication from her brain to her body.